Hey guys, this is week 2 of Dalian in China, and I'm here with Locke in our apartment that we're going to be staying in, I guess, for the next 2 months. How about we just give them a quick tour? And so here, I don't know if you can see, but that's where we're sleeping on. Yeah, 2 beds. That's the closet. We got nothing really there. The bathroom inside there. And the kitchen. So Locke has made us some food today. That is some Chinese dish. Cool. And we're back. And so you've been here for 2 weeks, Locke. Have you grown to hate me in the 2 weeks that you have lived with me 24/7?
I've grown to be a more patient person.
And why is that?
Sure.
What have I done, man? What have I done?
Things that we cannot mention on camera.
Come on, man.
Don't embarrass
Let's express the truth behind the scenes, what gets on in the household.
Let's say Zing treats the house like it's his house. He has no shame. And let's leave it at that.
Okay, we'll keep the suspense going. Well, to be honest, I have. I've noticed you do a lot of things as well yourself. Snoring. And what else do you do?
But it's mutual. He does it as well, so it's okay.
Alright, cool. So you've been here for 2 weeks. What has been going on here? What happens on a routinely basis in the work that's been done every week here to you?
So we basically go to church or Bible study 3 to 4 times a week. So on Thursdays, and then on Sunday night we have the church service about half an hour bus ride away, and then we have the Bible studies on Sunday morning. But yeah, we also attend English corners where we get to speak and meet locals who are interested and keen to learn English. But through those meetings, we get to meet people who are keen on reading the Bible with us. And so our time is quite free, but we get filled up with a lot of Bible reading and one-to-ones with people who we have bumped into.
Right. So coming here, I sort of got tagged you along into this whole thing. What were you hoping to take out of the work the ministry that's been done over here, and how does it compare with what's actually going on? Any expectations or broken expectations?
So I've always considered maybe moving out of Sydney and working overseas as a full-time Christian there. And I really hope that from coming to China that I would learn a bit more about what God does in other parts of the world, and things where I can take and prepare while I'm still in Sydney and take that overseas. And so when I came here, I had an expectation that mission work is going to be hard. And, you're going to have to take ages to just form relationships. But when we came here, it just, relationships just formed instantly when we met people at English corners at the church. And they were keen to just talk to us and meet up and read the Bible. And I think from what I hoped to get out of, I got more than what I hoped. And because I saw God's work in the things that He does outside of Sydney in our bubble.
Yeah, that's really good. Getting a new, definitely been getting a lot of perspective in doing ministry in a completely different context. So even in the last 2 weeks you've been here, what opportunities have arisen, and how have you really, I guess, seen God's grace, even in this short space of time that's been going on here?
Particularly, one of the opportunities is the English corner that we just started up. We had quite a lot of people and come here for the first time, and they just were keen to talk about their lives and our lives in English. And through their curiosity of why we would give up our holidays to be in Dalian for however long we're staying, many opportunities have risen that we can talk about Jesus and why we have chosen to come here to Dalian in a foreign country where we can't speak the language as our mother tongue. And yeah, I've seen that English is a great opportunity, and we take it for granted in Sydney. But when we go overseas, people are really keen to learn English. And so a lot of them were keen to even just study the Bible or even hear about the gospel of Jesus in English. And yeah, Senior's been really receptive here.
Yeah. And so, I guess like more specifically, just we had we also Locke has started up an English corner near our place, and we just handed leaflets out. And yeah, this random guy who sort of didn't even know how he got the flyer, texted us, came along, and we just sort of gave him the gospel instead. And that was good. And I think he said he was an atheist, but and even though he said he was an atheist, and even in that short space of time we met for like an hour and a half, he was willing, as Locke said, to foster the relationship. And now Locke is meeting up with them, hopefully once every week. And so stuff like that has just been really cool. And so let's I just sort of summarize, I think, what's going to be happening now for the next 6 or so weeks that I'm going to be here. And I think it's just been made more clear through stuff like English Corners, and as Locke sort of said, to take advantage of the fact that we have English and people want to study English. And so that is a crazy way in which we get to outreach to the people of Dalian here. And so we have English Corners, which Locke prepares on Wednesday nights, right? And so like this couple of days ago, about 10 people showed up. And what we're planning to do with that is really shift those people into a Bible study. And so not all of them are going to be interested, but I guess telling them, okay, up front, this is, the English Corner isn't the end goal. The end goal is for you guys to really want to know who God is and who Christ is. And so the hope is to have this idea of a funnel ministry philosophy, where you reach out to the people at the top, and then you sort of let it sink down into somewhere in the middle, where you do one-to-ones or Bible study or attending Sunday service, and then you try to and then in the longer run, hopefully get discipled and grow them maturely, and then so what happens with the funnel gets inversed, and then for them to sort of send out. And so me and Locke will be at the top bit, trying to get people plugged into downwards in the ministry that Mark is doing over here. And so I have high expectations. I'm really I can see God at work through this, because 10 people showed up. They all seemed interested in wanting to read the Bible study, and so you keep on getting the word out that we're doing English Corner. So you get more people in, and then you shift them into hopefully a Bible study, which we're going to plan to do in 2 weeks' time. Start the Bible studies out. So we have one more English Corner next week, and still run the English Corner alongside Bible studies, which we're hoping to get started, lead, get people plugged in to it. And so you have one main outreach thing, and then through that, start getting people to invest in their lives and hopefully see God work even through something like this. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and so keep on praying for the things that I've asked you guys to pray for. But that's it for now, and we'll see you guys in a week's time.